I poured the tea and waited for it to cool. Didn't sip too soon, didn't scroll, didn't distract, just let the moment feel itself. I didn't rush, and it felt like love. Let this moment stand with dignity. Let this hour not beg for more. Let this stillness count for something. Let this breath be mine alone. Let this hour not beg for more. Let this breath be mine alone. Sky turned from gold to gray, and I watched it all. Didn't name the color, didn't wish it back. I just sat and stayed. Let this moment stand with dignity. Let this hour not beg for more. Let this stillness count for something. Let this breath be mine alone. Let this hour not beg for more. Let this breath be mine alone. Let this moment stand liftingly. Let this hour not beg for more. The room didn't ask me to stay, but it didn't ask me to go either. That's the worst kind of trap, where silence hugs you, but not in love. In limbo, give me lines with no punctuation. Give me truth without condition. Give me exits lit with softness. Give me time to walk, not run. Give me truth without condition. Give me time to walk, not run. Grabbed my keys, but my fingers curled instead. The air got thick like it didn't want goodbye. So I opened the door, left it swinging like a question never asked. Give me truth without condition. Give me time to walk, not run. So I closed the blinds with both hands, not to hide, but to see the glow inside the dark. Footsteps footsteps from the upstairs tenant, or maybe the past pacing again. Sometimes echoes just visit to make sure you're still soft. Catch me where I'm halfway undone. Call me when my voice forgets shape. Keep the door a little bit ajar so light can crawl through regret. Call me when my voice forgets shape, so light can crawl through regret. My record spun in a crooked loop, but the scratch knew what it was doing. Every skip a story I skipped until it played like truth again. My nails dug into the old armrest, and that pain felt like permission, not hurt, just sensation waking. Call me when my voice forgets shape, so light can crawl through regret. Outside, someone burned toast, and I smile like it was memory. That's the kind of nostalgia I keep. Glass shattered in the sink later, but even that glistened in the sun. Broken things still reflect something. Call me when my voice forgets shape, so light can crawl through regret. I said, why do you always wait so long? Why do you second guess peace? Then I answered, because peace feels unfamiliar, and I'm used to carrying sharp things. I asked again, do you even want to be seen? And I said yes, but only by people who won't blink when they do. Love me like silence does, touch me like thoughts do. Hold me like I'm real this time. See me like I'm already home. Touch me like thoughts do. See me like I'm already home. I think I'm getting better, not louder, just better. And maybe that's the win after all. Touch me like thoughts do. See me like I'm already folded the last page, but didn't close the book. Left it open, like hope does. The day felt full, not because it was perfect, but because I stayed in it. Let this chapter breathe in silence. Let this change come in peace. I'm not who I was, and that's the point. I'm not trying to go back, I'm trying to grow through. And maybe this time it's enough. Let this change come in peace. Let this new thing form its shape. Let me begin without proof. Let this change come in peace. Let me begin without proof. To the wind inside, walk chalk before the rain. Knew how to find me. Each letter said things I never could out loud to anyone but the sky. I held a cup that smelled like lavender and filled it with everything I regretted it. Then tipped it over on the windowsill, hoping it might bloom something kind. Let me fall without fixing my pose. Let me try even when I forget why. Let me go when no one is looking. Let me stay where truth still lives. Let me try even when I forget why. Let me stay where truth still lives. A stranger smiled at my trembling hands, not out of pity, but out of rhythm. Somehow that warmed the coldest room and made me believe I could again. The paint on the walls had started to flake, but they held stories in every layer. And I traced one that sounded like hope. Let me try even when I forget why. Let me stay where truth still lives. I saw a moth choose the dark corner, not because it feared the light, but because it needed to rest. I understood that better than most. And as the rain erased my sidewalk letters, I knew they were never meant to stay. But still I'll write again tomorrow. Let me try even when I forget. Let me stay where truth still lives. Let me try even when I forget why. Let me stay where truth still lives. Let me try even when I forget. Let me stay where truth still lives. Let me try even when I forget why. Let me stay where truth still lives. Almost called you last night just to tell you how blue it was. Not sad, just endless. And I stood there too long, like I thought it would say your name. If I love slow, Is it still real? If I forgive without contact, is it enough? If I stay soft, do I still grow? If I forgive without contact, is it enough? If I stay soft, do I still grow? The wind touched my collar the way you used to. That's not romantic, it's just true. I said something out loud to no one, but it landed in my chest like a song. So I sang along, out of tune, but finally honest. If I forgive without contact, is it enough? If I stay soft, do I still grow? If I forgive without contact, is it enough? If I stay soft, do I still grow? The fan above me spun like memory, not direct, but it came back anyway. Each blade slicing thoughts, old moments, cool and sharp. I didn't cry, but the air felt heavy. Write my name in paper, write it like it matters. Write it like it matters. Hold me before I vanish. See me when I'm not sure I'm here. Write it like it matters. See me when I'm not sure I'm here. Write it like it matters. The lights flickered once I took that as a sign. Not fate, just acknowledgement, some presence saying, yeah, we still see you. Write it like it matters. 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 Before I vanish. See me when I'm not sure I'm here. Write it like it matters. See me when I'm not sure I'm here. Write it like it matters. I sat there with the tea, didn't stir it, didn't drink, just watched the steam rise and thought, this is what waiting feels like. I almost picked up my phone, but what would I even say? Maybe I'm too quiet to be missed. Maybe I speak best in stillness. Maybe You lean like sunlight on a corner. Didn't ask me to speak, but I did anyway, just to see if you'd stay. Your laugh was off rhythm, and that's how I knew it was real. Like a heartbeat with its own map, walking backwards into my chest. Don't ask me to rise in daylight. Don't ask me to fit in the frame. Just sit in this warm stillness. Just sit and see the slant of me. Don't ask me to fit in the frame. Sit and see the slant of me. I said your name through a mug of tea. Let the heat hold what I couldn't. There are things we say with our eyes and others we swallow whole. The rain-stitched lines on your sleeve, and I read every one like scripture. My fingers hesitated at the last verse. Don't ask me to fit in the frame. Just sit and see the slant of me. took longer walks. I hope you let things go quicker. I hope you said no when it costs too much to say yes. You don't have to become anyone. You're already someone. Trust the days that don't sparkle. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the mirror on quiet mornings. Trust the version of you who survived. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the version of you who survived. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the version of you who survived. You'll forget why you started sometimes. That's okay. You'll forget why you started sometimes. That's okay. Just come back to the quiet, it always remembers. You don't need to be fixed, you just need to be felt. Trust the days that don't sparkle. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the version of you who survived, who survived. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the version of you who survived. Trust the rooms where you breathe better. Trust the version of you who survived. I walk past the place I forgot I knew, where the windows blink like tired eyes, and the bench still holds the shape of us, as if time pretends not to erase. The street light stutters like a heartbeat. Crows argue where whispers used to live. I thought of running back inside my breath, but the night told me to keep walking. What I need isn't loud or golden. What I need is calm and still. What I need is a truth that lingers. What I need is a hand that stays. What I need is a calm and still. What I need is a hand that stays. You don't answer, but I still speak to the idea of you that waits inside. All I ever wanted was a soft return, a place that doesn't ask for proof. The sidewalk cracked in new directions, even the weeds lean toward the light. I've learned the silence of healing. What I need is calm still. What I need is calm and stay. What I need is a truth that lingers. What I need is a hand that stays. What I need is a calm and still. What I need is a hand that stays. Nothing feels like it used to feel, but that's not always a broken thing. Some goodbyes bloom into beginnings, and I'm just learning how to watch them. I stood at the frame where I last let go, one finger brushing old invisible names, then turned around towards something breathing. Oh, what I need is calm still. What I need, what I need is a truth that lingers. What I need is a hand that stays. What I need is calm and still. What I need is a hand that stays. Socks on cold tile. Not brave, just awake enough to feel the truth up my spine, like heat had gone to think. The kettle didn't boil fast, and I didn't want it to. Slowness felt holy, like waiting was a language too. Let me pause without rewinding. Let me live past the sentence. Let me burn without blister. Let me rise with my own match. Let me live past the sentence. Let me rise with my own match. I left a voicemail with no point, just breath and background jazz. You'll hear it one day, maybe, or maybe never, and that's fine. The fridge hums like it knows how to survive without applause, and I get that now. I really do. Let me live past the sentence. Let me rise with my own match. I wear silence like new shoes, a little stiff but promising, still forming to the shape of me. And when the tea finally steeped, it tasted like I meant it to, even with no sugar at all. Let me live past the sentence. Let me rise with my own match. Let me live past the sentence. Let me live past the sentence. Let me rise with my own match.
There was a blue inside the puddle that looked too deep for reflection. So I stepped in barefoot and hoping the sky would reach back. A cloud passed and whispered softly, don't rush the joy that waits in stillness. I paused mid-breath and heard my name, not out loud but from within. Give me a path that curves with grace. Give me a wind that hums with trust. Give me a sky that stays when I fall. trees shook hands with each other while I leaned into their rustled secrets and found wisdom in the gentle sway. No storm had made them less. I watched a bird rewrite its flight, not because it was lost but free. It reminded me I could change too. Give me a path that curves with grace. Give me a wind that hums with trust. Give me a sky that stays when I fall. Give me a world where I think quietly. Give me a wind that hums with trust. Give me a world where I think quietly. I lay down on the grass near sunset, not for sleep but to hear the earth sigh. It told me I had never been alone. And though my shoes were soaked and worn, I smiled like I just touched heaven. 'Cause sometimes peace begins beneath us. Give me a wind that colors with grace. Give me a wind that hums with trust. Give me a sky that stays when I fall. Give me a world where I fit quietly. Give me a wind that hums with trust. Give me a world where I fit quietly.
I watch the flicker on the ceiling. Not fire, but some soft memory. Dancing like it had a secret, and I didn't want to interrupt. The couch creaked under quiet weight. My body slow past emotions. I let them stretch out beside me like friends who stayed too long. Let me dream with open windows. Let me flow without breaking apart. Let me ache without apology. Let me glow with borrowed light. Let me flow without breaking apart. Let me glow with borrowed light. My tea went cold but held its worth. Steeped in stories I never told. Each sip a small unfolding of what it means to begin again. The clock ticked like gentle advice, and I let time pass without regret. No moment wasted in reflection. Let me flow without breaking apart. Let me glow with borrowed light. The lamp hummed in low comfort, casting shadows that felt kind. I leaned back into the silence. I didn't need much to feel whole, just space to exist without noise and light that didn't ask for more. Let me flow without breaking apart. Let me glow with borrowed light. Let me glow with borrowed light. Let me flow without breaking apart. Let me glow with borrowed light. I walked with my hands in my coat and 100 voices in my pocket. None of them loud, but all of them true. I crossed the street without looking, not because I wanted danger, but because I wanted real. Say it slow so I don't flinch. Say it like I've heard it before, but forgot how much I needed it. Say it soft so I don't flinch. Ooh, 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 ooh. Say it like I've heard it before. Ooh, 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 ooh. Straight nod, I've heard it me. Stranger nodded at me, and it felt like forgiveness. No name, just eyes that held. I exhaled the thing I was carrying, and it left like it belonged somewhere else. Oh, 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 oh. Say it soft, say it soft, say it soft, oh I don't flinch. Say it loud, say it loud, say it like I've heard it before. Say it soft, say it soft, say it soft, so I don't flinch. Say it loud, say it loud, say it like I've heard it before. Oh, 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 oh. Say it like I've heard it before. Oh, 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 oh. Say it like I've heard it before. Oh, 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 oh. Say it like I've heard it before. Oh, 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 oh. Say it like I've heard it before. No helmet, just trust. Your laughter echoed in gravel, and I held on like forever was real. You pedal like it was music, and I swore the tires danced. Oh, take me to the street that been right. Take me where summer got stuck. Take me where names didn't matter. Take me to your red bike again. Take me where summer got stuck. Take me to your red bike again. Take me where summer got stuck. Take me to your red bike again. We skidded past the bakery, smell cinnamon and speed. The wind slapped us, but we shouted louder. I bruised once and didn't cry, because you said brave, and I wanted to be high. Take me to the street that been right. Take me where summer got stuck. Take me where names didn't matter. Take me to your red bike again. just never replaced the other one. Funny how space teaches you what presence used to mean. I eat slower these days, as if that keeps things from ending. Show me how to live without a rush. Show me how to sit with silence. Show me how to leave the room full. Show me how to stay without needing. Show me how to sit with silence. Show me how to stay without needing. I still pour 2 cups sometimes. Muscle memory is loyal. The second one gets cold, but that's okay. Even cold's a story. I think about you in teaspoons, small measures that still stir something. Show me how to sit with silence. Show me how to stay without needing. Show me how to leave the room full. Show me how to stay without needing. Show me how to sit with silence. Show me how to stay without needing. Let the morning in without blocking it. No curtains to hide the day's intent. The light crawled slowly across the floor, and I followed it with bare feet. My voice cracked when I said nothing. Sometimes the quiet says the most. I wrote a song with no melody, just words that needed to land. Take me where the sky feels honest. Take me where the wind feels known. Take me where the names don't matter. Take me where I feel like home. Take me where the wind feels known. Take me where I feel like home. The carpet caught a forgotten thread. I tugged and let the past unravel. Each fiber softer than the last, like memory was learning grace. Outside the leaves moved in rhythm, not rushed, just free and true. I tapped the window like a note. Take me where the wind feels unknown. Take me where I feel like home. I curled into the chair by instinct, not out of fear, but of comfort. My breath matched the ticking air. And even with nothing left to do, I felt everything was happening right here, where I didn't hide. Take me where the wind feels known. Take me where I feel like home. Take me where the wind Take me where the wind feels now. Take me where I feel like home. Every plank speaks inside. When I move like regret, the candle bent toward the window, but never asked to be flamed. I spilled tea and watched it draw, a perfect version of my fear. Wrap me in threads not woven yet. Pour me into shapes I haven't named. Hold me where the dark stays go. Let me mean something with no form. Pour me into shapes I haven't named. Let me mean something with no form. Let me mean something with no form. My shadow blinks first, so I let it lead. We walked to the end of the rug and waited for the silence to catch up. The clock forgot its numbers, and I thanked it for the mercy of poise. Pour me into shapes I haven't named. Hold me where the dark stays go. Let me mean something with no form. Pour me into shapes I haven't named. Let me mean something with no form. Let me mean something with no form. Turn the handle like it mattered, though no one stood behind the door. The silence met me with open arms, like it always knew I'd come back. Dust swirled in afternoon golden light, not as dirt but as dancing memory. Every object rested with purpose, even the chair leaned in to listen. Let me speak without chasing echoes. Let me leave without losing myself. Let me trust what doesn't shout. Let me live where stillness breathes. Let me live where stillness breathes. Let me live where stillness breathes. A book lay open to an unknown page, one line underlined in fading ink. I traced it with my breath alone and found meaning beyond the words. Time forgot this little sanctuary, and I'm glad it did for once. Some places grow when no one looks. Let me leave without losing myself. Let me live where stillness breathes. I sat until the light turned blue, watched shadows stretch and soften, and I promised not to rush again. Then I closed the door without locking it, because I knew I need to return to the room that waited without asking. Let me trust what doesn't shout. Let me live where stillness breathes. Let me live where stillness breathes. Let me live where stillness breathes. There was light on the floor, left over from you. I didn't clean it, didn't cover it, didn't walk through it. Just sat next to it like a dog waiting for a voice. Touch my skin with memory, touch my heart with breath. Touch my mind without rushing, touch my silence like a song. Touch my heart with breath, touch my silence like a song. Left your shadow here, not the scary kind, the kind that made everything feel like dusk, even at noon. I whispered okay, even though no one asked. Touch my heart with breath, touch my heart with breath. Touch my mind without rushing, touch my silence like a song. Touch my heart with breath, touch my silence like a song. Wash the cup, threw out the note I wrote 3 months ago. It felt like nothing, but something inside clicked. I didn't post about it, didn't text anyone, just let it be. Let me shift without a spotlight, let me bloom without a stage, let me unfold without feedback, let me live without applause. Stayed quiet, didn't ask, didn't analyze, it just nodded, and that was enough. Let me shift without a spotlight, let me bloom without a stage. about when it rained. Hey, did you forgive your own delay? Did you dance again, even slowly? I hope you don't shrink to stay safe. I hope you keep your laugh wide. Keep walking, even when the road changes. Keep trusting, even if it bends. Keep loving without needing a map. Keep choosing yourself with grace. Keep trusting, even if it bends. Keep choosing yourself with grace. If you find this note one day, smudged, faded, folded in a drawer, smile at it, it got you here. Keep trusting, even if it bends. Keep walking, even when the road changes. Keep trusting, even if it bends. Keep loving without needing a map. Keep choosing yourself with grace. Keep trusting, even if it bends. Keep choosing yourself with grace. Keep choosing yourself with grace. I said nothing and the won't reply. A breeze slipped in from nowhere. It curled beneath my thoughts and stayed there, humming low. The rug frayed like my temper, but only in a loving kind of way. Some things age and gain warmth, others vanish without folding. Touch me where thought forgets to hold. Tell me what the mirror always hides. Reach me where feet used to be. Keep me past the place I stopped. Tell me what the mirror always hides. Keep me past the place I stopped. I counted cracks in my voice, each one telling something truer. No audience, just the curtain and the hush that forgives. Old pain, peeled with style, like even room can pose. I let it flake and fall in me. Tell me what the mirror always hides. Keep me past the place I stopped. Tonight, I don't need a rescue, just presence that doesn't hover, and truth without punctuation. So I sang into my own silence, not for sound but for shape, and it echoed like it knew me. Is your name softer than me? The couch still dips where you sat, and I never felt that space. Ashtray cold, but I kept it like a ritual. Tell me you dreamed of me in sepia. Tell me you hummed in key with loss. Tell me your goodbye had trembled. Tell me my silence was enough. Tell me you hummed in your chair wall. Tell me my silence was enough. The clock leans slightly west, like it waited to. Only because you liked it. The vinyl cracked just right tonight, and for a second I felt kissed. Tell me you dreamed of me in sepia. Tell me you hummed in key with loss. Tell me your goodbye had trembled. Tell me my silence was enough. Tell me you and I had trembled. Tell me my silence was enough. Not even for closure, but for my own breath, for my own sleep. I stop replaying the scene, stop needing to win it, because healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just quieter. Heal me past the story's edge, hold me where anger melts to space. Love me without needing a reason, let me go without holding pain. Hold me where anger melts to space. Hold me where anger melts to space. Let me go without holding pain. The mirror didn't look different, but I did. Less armor, more air, and I liked it. Hold me where anger melts to space. Let me go without holding pain. Heal me past the story's edge, hold me where anger melts to space. Love me without needing a reason, let me go without holding pain. Hold me where anger melts to space. Hold me go without melts to space. things I don't post about. And I'm still here. Not stronger but softer, not wiser, just more willing. Carry my story in the open. Let my scars stay visible. Let me smile without forgetting. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame. I don't wanna pretend anymore. Don't wanna be smart or fit. I just wanna stretch, breathe, and believe that's enough. Let me my story in the open. Let my scars stay visible. Let me smile without forgetting. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame. Carry my story in the open. Let my scars stay visible. Let me smile without forgetting. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame. Let my scars stay visible. Let me wake without shame.
Read this when the day is too sharp. When your shoulders forget how to fall. You are not behind, you are not broken. You are becoming, and that's holy work. Let the past be sacred, not shameful. Let the mess be part of the message. Let the fear be just one voice. Let the truth hum louder in you. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let the mess be part of the message. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let the truth hum louder in you. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. You still matter, even when you're still. Don't measure healing by speed, measure it by softness. And you are softer now. Let the mess be part of the message. Let the truth hum louder in you. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let the mess be part of the message. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let the truth hum louder in you. Ooh, oh, oh,
But today it echoed too long. The mail still unread, the window half shut. Even dust has its rhythm. clean the sorrow too fast. Don't smile if it's not real. Don't name the shadows that held. Don't break what was never whole. Don't smile if it's not real. Don't break what was never whole. That's enough proof that I'm alive. A spoon rests in the sink where last night paused. Not everything unfinished is wrong. Don't smile if it's not real. Don't name the shadows that held. Don't break what was never whole. Don't break what was never whole. Don't smile if it's not real. Don't name the shadows that held. Don't break what was never whole. Don't smile if it's not real. Don't smile. Trees lean or how the breath slows on its own. I looked at the sky like it was listening, and maybe it was. Teach me how to hold the unseen. Carry me where fear won't follow. Break me open for the light to stay. Let me become what silence trust. Carry me, fear won't follow. Let me become what silence trust. I didn't move for hours and somehow felt completely moved. Carry me, fear won't follow. Let me become what silence trusts. The steam, the song, the pause between words, the half left, the door left open, the goodbye never said, it all counted, even the soft hurts, even the missed calls. Live like nothing was wasted. Speak like silence taught you. Love like wind holds a flame. Leave like a candle still glows. Speak like silence taught you. Leave like a candle still glows. We don't get to carry everything, but we carry enough, and that somehow is everything. Speak like silence taught you. Leave like a candle still glows. Speak like silence taught you. Leave like a candle still glows. There's petals between pages that never finish. The scent still lingers though the color fades. My breath fogs the glass, but no one looks back. I set the kettle on low just to hear something exist. Let me be wrong with grace. Let me be slow with the change. Let me forget the end on purpose. Let me begin where silence holds. Oh, let me be slow without shame. Let me begin where silence holds. Oh, a moth dances across the screen, not chasing light, just moving. I learned from that. I wrap my arms around a hoodie that never belonged to me. It still fits, but not the way it used to. Oh, let me be slow with the shame. Let me be wrong with grace. Let me be slow with the shame. Let me forget the end on purpose. Let me begin where silence holds. Oh, let me be slow without shame. Let me begin where silence holds. Oh, with jazz in my spine, like the night left a note in my bones. The record hits like it missed you, so I let it keep playing without touch. My rope dragged yesterday across the floor, but I wore it like it was stitched with purpose. Play me slow like a broken clock. Love me soft like a whisper in rain. Keep the air full of things unsaid. Leave the door open like old songs do. Love me soft like a whispered breath. Leave the door open like old songs do. My teacup leaned into the light, and I did too. We both steamed with meaning. You and a smile. Your photo curled at the edges now, but it still knows where to look. Love me soft like a whispered breath. Leave the door open like old songs do.
I watched the sunrise from the kitchen sink. Noticed how the steam painted the window. And somewhere between dishes and thought, I forgave myself for not being more. A code I no longer wear held stories, each thread woven with past versions of me. I folded it slowly like closing a chapter, without anger or regret in the fold. Let me break without falling apart. Let me bend without staying down. Let me breathe without shrinking first. Let me rise without having to roar. Let me bend without staying down. Let me rise without staying down. I listened to an old voicemail twice, not for the voice but the silence after. Even absence can teach you warmth if you let it echo with kindness. The photos on the fridge feel distant, yet I smile like they just happened. Not everything needs to stay close. Let me bend without staying down. Let me rise without having to run. I walk past mirrors without looking, not out of fear, but from peace, because I finally door. The house felt like it missed me softly. No words, just space that welcomed me. Let me bend without staying down. Let me rise without having to.
Morning didn't ask for me, but I gave it my full breath. Watched light climb the table edge and nodded like an old friend arrive. There were dishes in the sink, and still it felt beautiful. Oh. Thank the moment without a rush, and hold the hour like it's a rare. Love the quiet when it lingers. Be the one who truly loves. Be the one who truly loves. But it's mine, and I'm still in it. Hold the hour like it's rare. Be the one who truly looks. Hold the hour. Be the one who truly tugging a thread loose on an old coat. The scent of cedar filled the space, and I followed it like a map of truth. A crack in the floor hummed softly with stories the house never told. I pressed my palm against the grain and felt something deeper than wood. If I cry, let it be without shame. If I pause, let it be with honor. If I move, let it be with care. If I rise, let it be for peace. If I pause, let it be with honor. If I rise, let it be for peace. A window blinked with filtered light, and I stood there without words. Not empty, but simply full enough to just exist without proving. My sweater held yesterday's weather, warm with threads of slow forgiveness. I wore it like I meant to be seen. If I pause, let it be with honor. If I rise, let it be for peace. If I pause, let it be with honor. If I rise, let it be for peace. The street outside held no urgency, and I matched its quiet rhythm. One step softer than the one before. I didn't need a destination, only a reason to keep unfolding. like the fabric of a song unfinished. If I pause, let it be with honor. If I rise, let it be for peace. I keep my eyes closed and my heart open, like that's enough. I whisper without language, I ache with both hands and hope that's understood. Even the floor beneath me feels like it's listening. Catch me before I stop believing. Answer me with presence, not proof. Lift the way without removing it. Stay with me even if I fall. Stay with me even if I fall. Stay with me even if I fall. My breath slowed like he remembered how to trust the air again. Maybe that's the start, maybe that's the point. Not clarity, but closeness. Answer me with presence, not proof. Stay with me even if I fall. Answer me with presence, not proof. Stay with me even if I
Searching for keys, but found a sea. The rug became sky, and I laid on it, waiting to fly. A light bulb flickered in Morse code, but I never learned how to decode stars. Take this hour and melt it slow. Let me drift like forgotten sugar. Sing me down like dusk with grace. Keep me lost if that feels safe. Let me drift like forgotten sugar. Keep me lost if that feels safe. Oh, oh, oh. There was a note taped under the table, written by someone I used to be. It said nothing, and yet it knew everything. Even dust found its place tonight in patterns only hearts understand.
trace shadows with my heel. These shoes were made for speed, but they remember every slow goodbye. I danced once in this very spot to a song I didn't understand yet. Touch my name without spelling it. Let the clock rewind without guilt. Bring me truth wrapped in melody. Speak through static if you must. Let the clock rewind without guilt. Speak through static if you must. The mirror fogged when I sighed. It looked back like it forgave me. My jacket still smells like then, not cologne, something older. I keep the record sleeve unfolded because the crease feels like time. Let the clock rewind without guilt. Speak through static if you must. Let the clock rewind without guilt. Speak through static if you must. The swing still talks when no one's on it. I passed by yesterday. It didn't sit but listen. It creaked like it remembered, like it whispered our names in rust. Push me once just for the sound. Catch me if I start to fly. Hold the chain while I swing higher. Promise the ground will be there. Promise the ground will be there. Catch me if I start to fly. Promise the ground will be there. 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 We used to race the wind. You'd always win. I let you, or maybe I didn't. Time left chalk on our palms and grass on our knees, but we wore it like medals. Catch me if I start to fly. Catch me if I start to fly. Hold the chain while I swing higher. Promise the ground will be there. Promise the ground will be there. Promise the ground will be there. Promise the ground will be there.
Chair creaks, and I answer back. The room's never empty, just quiet with intent. You sat here once. I still hear it like warmth carved into wood. Speak to me with your absence. Speak through spaces I ignore. Speak like the air doesn't rain. Speak from where the weight once was. Speak through spaces I ignore. Speak from where the weight once was. The dust glows only when the light slants. That says something about timing. My socks slide on this floor like I'm rehearsing return. But maybe I won't, and that's okay. Speak through spaces I ignore. Speak like the air doesn't rain. Speak from where the weight once was. Speak through spaces I ignore. Speak from where the weight once was. Na 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 na. Oh oh oh. Na 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 na. Oh.
The hallway hums with distant jazz, and my feet echo softer than before. This morning I skipped the mirror. I already knew who I'd meet. My coffee tasted like last chances, warm but slow to convince the chill. I'll let my thoughts lean on the wall like photographs without frames. If I fall, I want it to be honest. If I cry, I want it to mean release. If I smile, I want it to reach my eyes. If I speak, I want the silence first. If I cry, I want it to mean release. If I speak, I want the silence first. A notebook waits with open arms, unbothered by the lack of perfect words. Every line a safe place to exhale without having to explain the why. Evenings come with old familiar music, soft strings that know how to hold me. I sink into the chair that never judges. If I cry, I want it to mean release. If I cry, you chose peace. You didn't need to prove, you just needed to breathe. Don't rewrite the past to make it prettier. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't bend to please all those. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. You did hard things and made them look quiet. You held space for others, but also finally for yourself. Don't bend to please all ghosts. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't chase what already left with love. Don't forget who kept you whole. Don't chase what already left with love.
I fold my thoughts into paper corners, tuck them behind dusty bookshelf gaps, each one written with a trembling calm, like speaking through glass in a storm. I never ask the moon for answers, just for company when I forget my name. Its glow doesn't heal, but it listens, and that has always been enough. Show me grace that doesn't fade with time. Show me light that doesn't need applause. Show me truth that shakes me gently. Show me love that doesn't come loud. Show me light that doesn't need applause. Show me love that doesn't come loud. I've counted the cracks in every ceiling, trying to find meaning in the patterns. Sometimes silence says the most, especially when it stays to the end. A bench remembered how I once sat, not to wait but to breathe and be. The trees bent low like they understood. Show me light that doesn't need applause. Show me love that doesn't come loud. I never mailed the notes I wrote, but I still believe they arrived in the hearts of those who needed them. And if no one ever opens them, the act of writing still changed me, and that I think is enough. Show me light that doesn't need applause.
that doesn't come loud.
It touched the rug and stopped there, didn't move, like it had found something worth staying for. I stood in that beam and didn't ask for more, didn't beg, didn't speak, just felt. Let me believe without question. Let me love without knowing how. Let me stay even if I tremble. Let me glow without explanation. Let me love without knowing how. Let me glow without explanation. It wasn't a miracle, but it was enough. That's all I've ever needed. Not a rescue, just reminder. Let me love without knowing how. Let me glow without explanation, without question. Let me love without knowing how. Let me stay even if I tremble. Let me glow without explanation. Let me love without knowing how. Let me glow without explanation. Let me believe without question. Let me love without knowing how. Let me stay even if I tremble. Let me glow without explanation. Let me love without knowing how. Let me glow without explanation. Street lamps blur into soft halos as fog drapes the town in hush. I walk slower in this quiet spell, letting stillness speak for once. Every step makes a gentle memory, footprints fading before I notice. Not everything needs to be seen to be real in the heart of things. Hold me like a flame holds breath. Hold me like rain holds the light. Hold me like roots, trust the soil. Hold me like morning, trust the dark. Hold me like rain holds the light. Hold me like home. Oh, oh, oh. path curved where I least expected, but I kept going without a map, because sometimes getting lost is the clearest path you'll take. And as the mist kissed my skin, I remembered love isn't loud. It's a lantern that walks with you. Hold me like rain, hold me like rain holds the light. Hold me like morning, trust the dark. Thank you for the salt, for the song, for the stillness after storms. Thank you for making me lose things so I could learn to find myself. Thank you for the ugly, the tender, the waiting, the rival. Let me breathe with the earth. Let me weep with the tide. Let me shine without asking. Let me stay until it's time. Let me weep with the tide. Let me stay until it's time. I won't rush the last page, won't beg for another line. I'll just read it one more time, slowly. Let me breathe with the earth. Let me weep with the tide. Let me shine without asking. Let me stay until it's time. Let me weep with the tide. Let me stay until it's time.
There's a river under my ribs tonight. Not water, but something just as deep. It carries all the names I never called, and the questions I sang too softly. I lit a candle for the versions of me, the ones who stayed quiet in the crowd. They deserved a better goodbye, so I whispered one with both hands open. Give me time that doesn't ask why. Give me stillness that sings back. Give me eyes that see the unseen. Give me stillness that sings back. Give me stillness that sings quiet. Give me stillness that sings back. I wrote my fear in invisible ink on the back of every plan I made, then watched as it disappeared in light. Maybe not all loss is tragedy. A stillness that sings back. I packed my heart in a soft-spoken bag and left instructions to not unfold fast. Some truths open better when left alone. Then I stepped out with one deep breath, not sure where the road would bend, only sure I'd be quiet enough to hear it. Give me peace that doesn't ask why. Give me stillness that sings back. Give me stillness that sings back. Give me stillness that sings back.
The faucet drips like it's thinking. Pale light from the hallway slides across chipped dishes. I wait for toast, but I don't really want it. Time leans against the fridge. Keep the clock around, keep the aching lowercase. Keep the clock around, keep the aching lowercase. I hum a note without tone, feel it more than hear it. The world outside says hurry, but the time is cold and kind, so I stay. Eyes on the ceiling crack, finding shapes that never ask questions. Keep the clock around, keep the aching lowercase. Keep the clock around, keep the aching lowercase. Keep the clock around, keep the aching lowercase. Keep the clock around, keep the aching There was a layer of time on everything, even my reflection wore it well. I traced letters I didn't remember writing on a windowsill, meant for plants, not people. My socks slid like I meant to fall, but I caught myself in music. Call my name like an old piano, hold my voice like a faded letter. Break the silence with warmth, not force. Let me be found without being searched. Hold my voice like a faded letter. Let me be found without being searched. You left your key under the vase, it's still there, but I never used it. Some doors close in kindness, that's what I tell myself. I keep the lamp on, not for you, just for light. Break the silence with warmth, not force. Let me be found without being searched. Hold my voice like a faded letter. Let me be found without being searched. Hold my voice like a faded letter. Let me be found without being searched. Hold my voice like a faded letter. Let me be found without being
The road didn't have signs, but I followed anyway. Oh, because sometimes your feet know what your mind avoids. The trees bowed as I passed, and I nodded back like we knew something sacred together. Guide me with wind, not words. Hold me with purpose, not plans. Remind me I'm not forgotten. Keep me on a path that sings. Oh, hold me with purpose, not plans. Keep me on a path that sings. The clouds weren't heavy, but they covered the sun just enough to see, enough to believe that light still reaches even when it hold me with purpose, not plans. Keep me on the path that sings.
Never sit in the dark, not because it's sad, but because it's kind. That's what I did. No lamp, no sound, just me and my heartbeat doing small talk. Let me lose the noise for a while. Let me breathe without proving it. Let me speak only when it matters. Let me listen to what doesn't speak. Let me breathe without proving it. Let me listen to what doesn't speak. Doesn't speak. I held a blanket like memory tucked into corners I didn't know I needed. Everything felt paused, and not in a bad way. The fridge hummed a lullaby. I almost cried at how sweet that was. It didn't need to be more. It was already everything. Let me breathe without proving it. Let me listen to what doesn't speak. Let me breathe. Let me breathe without proving it. Let me listen to what doesn't speak. Let me breathe without proving it. Let me listen to what doesn't speak. Doesn't speak.
We made roads on the driveway, blue for rivers, yellow for sun, white for the ones we never walked. You said your crayon was magic. I believed you because your hands were steady and your eyes knew how to dream. Build me a home made of laughter, name me a sky I can keep. Give me a song without words, tell me the world hasn't changed. Name me a sky I can keep. Hey, oh, tell me the world hasn't changed. Tell me the world hasn't changed. Tell me the world hasn't changed. The rain came too fast that day, wiped the roads like we never existed. We watched it from the porch in silence, the good kind. I still drop sometimes, but never with chalk. Build me a home made of laughter, name me a sky I can keep. Give me a song without words, tell me the world hasn't changed. Name me a sky I can keep. Silver thoughts drip from a restless ceiling. Midnight hums with questions I can't voice. The mirror shows a softer version of me, still reaching for a sound I haven't heard. I took a left where hope once stood, carried by strangers with silent hearts. Dreams don't die, they just get quiet, but I still believe in the hush before light. Let the sky unfold without asking why. Let the wind carry what I can't define. Let the silence speak in colors I forgot. Let my feet move even when I'm lost. Let the wind carry what I can't define. Let my feet move even when I'm lost. Every window holds 1,000 stories. I watch mine drift like autumn leaves. No one warned me how loud it gets when your soul begs for peace, not applause. The candle burned for the version I buried, and I sang for joy with a voice made of sand. Not to impress, but to remember I'm alive. Let the wind carry what I can't define. Let my feet move even when I'm lost. Laughter fades from places we used to dance, yet echoes find me in unfamiliar rooms. Every scar a map no one else can read, still I follow where the melody leads. unread letters. My hands shake, but I still write one more. I send it to tomorrow without an address. Let the wind carry what I can't define. Let my feet move even when I'm lost.
I whispered into a drawer once and closed it fast, like that would keep the truth from escaping. But it followed me through sockets and silverware, soft as a feather falling upward. At the ceiling, feeling silence. Let the wind write my name again. Let the dream wear new skin. Let the ache float like silk. Let the wind braid my name again. Let the ache float like silk. My hands turn to moss, hovering above a cup I never drank. The steam knew what I meant, even when I didn't. I sat in a chair with no legs and somehow still felt grounded. Let the wind braid my name. Let the wind braid my name again. Let the ache flow like silk. Almost road, I'm fine, but my hand hesitated and the pen just hovered, so I wrote, I'm trying instead. And that was more honest than anything else this week. Keep me real with no witnesses. Let me fail without forgetting myself. Bring me back when I drift too far. Fold me into truth, not fear. Let me fail without forgetting myself. Fold me into truth, not fear. The paper didn't judge, it just soaked up the truth. And I sat there, more full than I expected, all from 5 words and a pause. Let me fail without forgetting myself. Fold me into truth, not fear. just showed up between sips. That's how it works, right? Memories sneak in when you're soft. The moon peeked in like a friend, so I told it everything you never asked. Tell me I wasn't dreaming wrong. Tell me quiet love still counts. Tell me I say what words drop. Tell me I'm still whole without answers. Tell me quiet love still counts. Tell me I'm still whole without answers. Your scarf's still here. I don't wear it, but I keep it close like breath I forgot to use. You laugh with your shoulders, that's what I miss the most. Not the sound, just the shape of it. Tell me quiet love still counts. Tell me I say what words drop. Tell me I'm still whole without answers. Quiet love still counts. Tell me I say what words drop. Tell me I'm still whole without answers. To build a universe, we had our rules like no adults. No questions, only whispers and dreams. Carve my name on the wood again. Trace my face on the wall. Draw me without outlines. Let me fit like I did back then. Trace my face on the wall. Draw me without outlines. Let me feel like I did back then. Trace my face on the wall. Let me feel like I did back then. 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 Told a story about stars, and I believed they were close enough.